Hello, beautiful souls. I just wanted to talk about whatever is happening at this time, okay? And I feel like this is such an exciting time, but maybe you were feeling a little like bipolar, maybe a little. I don't know. I talked about all of this before in my like 5 previous videos, maybe. Okay, and still like gives me goosebumps how accurate I am, right? When I channel things, how how God says it all by parables, and I really don't like understand my own videos, right? But then it goes like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, and then I go like, oh, all of this makes so much sense. So maybe you are feeling a little bipolar because we are dealing with like two complete opposite energies, right? And I'm so excited because not only is this in our like regular life, right, our human life, but I feel like this is like literally planetary things, right? I feel like a lot is about to change. So much is about to change. Okay, I'm feeling this again. And it sounds a little cliche, right? Because people are been mentioning this since the 40s or something. Like this abysm through polarities, right? Yeah, okay, but like I am a Scorpio, I feel very comfortable with this, and it's super exciting because it was getting a little bored, right? And we know boredom comes from the ego, right? But I'm feeling so excited about this. So you might be feeling like the things you need to pull through in your highest timeline are living in the same exact moment, right? Like these two absolute polarities are working at the same time in this moment. So it might feel like kind of crazy, right? Because you're not really sure in which timeline you are. You're not really sure like what's happening. And so cool, guys. It's so cool. Such a beautiful moment. I do some gazing, right? I look at straight at the sun. And so when the eclipse came, I thought maybe I'm just gonna look straight up, right? People always say that the sun damages your sight and all of this. And please be careful, okay? If you're gonna start small, start like in the end of the, almost in the beginning of the night, whatever, in the sunset, right? Because in a few minutes, but I looked straight at the eclipse, right? Confirmation. And yeah, I was like blind for a few days. I was not really blind, right? But that sun and that moon together, like they were always on my side, so it was hard to see like Earth, right? Like numbers far away from me, I have like perfect sight, but those numbers away from me were like there was something in between. It was the sun, right? But I really enjoy sun gazing, and like there's so many things you can do with it, like I look straight at the sun, right? Anytime, and then I hold it, right, and I can see perfectly the color I'm in, like the color of the aura I'm emitting, right? Or like I can see. I usually do cord cardings by this way, right? Because I can see it's like there's me, right? There's my light, and then there's several lights above, right? And I always like bring those lights to me, right? Because I don't know if I'm making sense. Okay, because these things that I do like out of intuition, I could call it. Okay, I never heard anybody talk about this. That's why I'm telling you. guys. So like if you see like there's a balls above you or something like this, okay, maybe you were putting other people in the pedestal, right? That shouldn't be there, or like you're giving well, let's just say it, you're giving your sovereignty to somebody else. Okay, so I bring those energies back onto the center, right? And in the end, that's just me there shining. Not that you cannot love anybody, right? But you know, in the path of sovereignty, this has helped me a lot. Why am I talking about this? Because I feel like that's what spirit is bringing us with this eclipse, right? It's really shining so hot, so brilliantly to what doesn't belong to us, right? What doesn't belong to us. And we know the world is changing. We know that there are so many things moving, and I don't want to go so much to earth about this, but I feel like we are coming together like fully. Okay, we are coming together like fully as the world, right? So many things happening. Like I can give you examples that maybe are nothing, but to me, like there are signs that yes, we are changing, right? Like the Emmys, people are not being okay with music being from like it's in America, right? The music not being separated for the music of America, and then the music of Asia, and then the music of Latin countries, right? People are not okay with this because we are all the same, right? Music, it's cool, and whatever people like it, it's what it is, and we are not like younger generations are not willing to separate us anymore, right? Countries are not wanting to be separated anymore, right? And so these things are coming up, and with the rise of AI, we are going to have such a beautiful mirror of who we are, right? In what our problems are, right? Because we're going to see it in the machine, right? And people are so afraid of seeing themselves in a machine. It's so cool how things are really like changing, how people are changing these ways of being, of you know, of the old ways of like having a partner for the rest of their lives, having the same job for the rest of their lives, being somebody, one person for the rest of their lives, right? We are changing, and this doesn't like this maybe sounds weird, right? Maybe it sounds weird while we are changing, and I feel like that's the message, right? It feels like very like, oh, we are going wrong, something is going wrong, or the future is going to be scary, or whatever, right? Now so many ideas coming to my mind, but and I talked about this before, like, right? I had a few weeks of me like pondering if I should make videos again, because all was sad, right? We are changing, and love is going to be our answer for everything, right? Our answer for everything. But in the meanwhile, while things are changing and moving, and you know, like younger generations are not willing to get married anymore. Younger generations are not willing to have sex anymore, you know, children anymore. There are so many things that seem weird. They're not willing to like connect with each other anymore, right? We are all hang up in the machines, right? In our own universes. And it seems weird, and it seems like we are not going to the places that we were meant to be. But I trust God. I trust God so completely, because at the same time we are seeing like we are being brought, to our purposes, you know. We are being brought to stay with ourselves, to heal, to not allow all ideas of separation to come in between us. We are expanding, right? And those moments are hard. Like for me in my, you know, in the spiritual journey, right? If you really go with it, you're gonna end up broken, you know. And you go like, no, this was supposed to make me feel better. This was supposed to make me feel, I don't know, richer, healed. This was supposed to take me somewhere, whatever, right? But at first, God breaks you in order to build you up again, you know? And I feel like that's what this eclipse is doing. And at the same time, the world is going through it, right? It's, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. And this video is getting like super like, I don't know, but it's very exciting to me, because I feel like, I don't know, I'm Scorpio, right? Life and death, it's like my thing and my mission and my purpose, right? When things really go wrong, here I am, ready to do something. So like, I feel like we are going somewhere, you know? And it's not the end, right? And it's not the beginning also, but it's a new cycle, right? And as you see the decaying of what it was, right? You are also getting glimpses of, I want to say, how it's going to be, but also what it was always, right? Underneath all of those, let's call it conditionings, right? So if you see like your relationships going wrong or something, right? If you see that those I don't know, your 9 to 5 is like killing you. If you see that like those addictions, whatever it is, right? Endless scrolling, your endless, I don't know, something, right? You know, you take it how it is. It's just not doing it for you anymore, right? It's because God is putting you in your place, right? God is really putting you in your place in order for you to help with this huge change that is coming towards the biggest purpose, you know, towards your biggest purpose. I love you so much. Gonna shut up now. Love you so much, beautiful soul, so much. Hope you are doing okay with these changes. Going back to the past and coming back to the future. Okay, if you like this video, please support it and check out my description box for all of my services. You know, I'm a fiber artist, so I have many pieces for you to check out. Okay, I also do spiritual coaching sessions if you have any concern. If you're going through something, maybe I can help, because I went through a lot to get here and be myself. So I love it so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.